There is nothing like that is called a faculty that can be trained, and that is called willpower. Willpower means when you have learned to establish coordination between different aspects and faculties in your life, then that is called willpower. Oh, this person has willpower. If he wants to do something, he does that something with full attention. If he does not want to do something, nobody can inspire him, motivates him to do something. Willpower. So willpower comes after you have established coordination. Patanjali is telling you to establish the coordination so that chitta vritti, all the aspects of your inner being, I should not call it mind, chitta is not mind. The inner man, all the aspects of your inner man start coordinating. Now, there are 4 wheels on a buggy, chariot. If all the 4 wheels do not coordinate, are not coordinated, you mean to say that chariot can run on the path? No. If you are not successful in doing anything, I have seen serious problem in modern man. It's a crime modern man is committing towards oneself. I tell you one thing. Because people come with counseling, and I don't want to say who comes to me. Here I see a happy man, very healthy and handsome and well-dressed and full of money and full of joy. Here I see beautiful wife. Marital problem. What is the marital problem? Money? No. Food? No. What is the problem? Husband says, well, I want to enjoy the company of my wife, but I find myself incapable. Sometimes wife says, my husband is so handsome, so healthy, so wonderful, but I find myself incapable. How do you grow with such complexes? Why? You are not disciplining yourself. You have not disciplined yourself. Why do you lose that confidence that I cannot do it? Because you have never disciplined yourself by saying, I will do it, I can do it, I have to do it, and I am going to do it. You have never practiced discipline. At any age, any time, always you can discipline yourself. You are not late. Therefore, Patanjali says, whole foundation of this samadhi is anusasana, disciplining yourself. You see, a determination from today, I will discipline myself. Simple thing. Don't make many plans. Don't make big plans. Don't make many rigid rules for yourself. No. Small things. I will wake up at 4:30. One rule, simple thing. After that, I'll go to finish my ablution and do my exercise. At 5:30, exactly 5:30, I'll sit down in meditation. You don't know anything about meditation, doesn't matter. Discipline yourself. What is your life? Where do you go after death? You never go to hell and heaven. Don't listen to these stupid ideas of the priests. No. Don't. See, religions are not meant to create fears in your mind and heart. Religions are meant to give freedom. This is the control that they impose on you. Where do you go after death, tell me? You live here in your habit patterns. After death, you remain in habit patterns. You have certain habits. Those habits lead your individual soul and remain in habit patterns. You don't go anywhere. Forget it, that death has power to release you from your habit pattern. That's impossibility. Whatever habits you form, what are your habits? What do you mean by habits? How your habits are made? When you do something repeatedly, then you are creating mental groove. It's not only physical action. If it is limited to only physical action, I have done experiments in my life. All experiments. You see, from the very beginning I was trained to make experiment myself. Christ was enlightened, nobody disbelieves. Buddha was enlightened, Buddhists do not disagree. Krishna was enlightened. Are we enlightened? No. Why? Because he realized for himself. Bible is not untrue. No Bible lies. But how are these great Bibles and these great sages and these great avtaras are helping us? They are not. Because we have not accepted them as example and we do not follow them in exemplary way. You see, if my neighbor dies, I don't feel the pain of death. For moksha and liberation, I have to go myself. You have to light thy own lamp. Nobody will give you salvation. Therefore, remember it. We all individuals who are awakened have responsibility to enlighten ourselves. I am talking of enlightenment. And don't say you cannot do it. You have that spark. You are fully equipped. Simply you need to discipline yourself. And discipline is not a sort of jail. You see, it's practice. But once you have nirodha, you have done nirodha, you have learnt how to control that wandering mind and direct it consciously. That nirodha means, not suppressing. Then what happens? You do not remain ordinary person. You become a seer. So far you are not. You have not disciplined yourself, you are not seer. Then you become aspirant and try to commit, and then you become seer. What seer does? Sees things as they are, never gets involved. Tada drashtu swarupe avasthanam. Drashtu. Because he is not identifying himself with the objects of his mind. He is not being tossed by the external stimuli, by the charms and temptations of the world. You see, nothing is affecting him. That is why he sees. He is witnessing things. Nothing can disturb him. He is not disturbed. You see, if neighbor dies, he will go to the neighbor and cry for it. Because neighbor is crying and wants some sympathy from you. Such a sage will never mock at the neighbor and laugh there. No, he will also cry. He'll show his sympathy. But inside he is not affected. Because he knows what death means to him. Death is in a height of the growth. It's called death. Something has fully grown means death. How could it be bad thing? How could it be so painful? Death is never painful. It comes to everyone. To weak, to powerful, to emotional, to fearless and fearful. Death is not something. If death is not fearful, then what fear do you have? Fear of dying means what?